Hey, it's Ellie. Welcome back to another video, or hello if you're new. Today I am back in my Northshore Zoo building a little watermill that is kind of at the entrance of my zoo, or I guess the fake entrance, because there's not actually a guest spawn in this area, but if you were to come from the land side of things, you would come over this bridge and see this water wheel as you enter. And yeah, not a whole lot to talk about with this build, to be honest, because what I actually want to talk about is Planet Zoo 2. So Planet Zoo 2 was announced. It was actually announced maybe before I recorded the narration for the last episode, but I just, for some reason, it was out of my mind when I started recording the narration for the last episode, so I didn't talk about it. But I'd like to talk about it now because I'm really excited. Planet Zoo 2. I had a feeling it was gonna come soon, given Planet Coaster and Jurassic World 3 is on, its third iteration of that game. We finally got Planet Coaster 2, which feels a little bit overdue, I think. I feel like, unlike Planet Zoo, Planet Coaster's fan base and player base had somewhat dropped off. Like, a lot of the creators that used to do content for Planet Coaster didn't really do content anymore. There were only a few, I would say, creators that were doing Planet Coaster content regularly. But, Planet Coaster did feel definitely overdue for its second version, but ultimately, I think I am excited for Planet Zoo 2. Even though I'm still obviously very active in playing and I still had a lot of projects that I wanted to do in Planet Zoo, I am hopeful that they're going to make Planet Zoo 2 kind of build it up to the place that Planet Zoo is right now really quickly. Like, within a year or two, I think we'll get to the place that Planet Zoo is right now, but obviously infinitely better. So I think I am excited because I don't think we'll have to wait too long. I also don't think that, at least initially, I hope anyway, that Frontier are not going to be money-grabbing, awful corporate, words. I'm not gonna finish my thought. I really hope that Frontier will not make us spend another hundreds of dollars, 500 whatever amount of ridiculous money I've spent on all the DLCs for Planet Zoo so far. Going into Planet Zoo 2, I am happy. I am so very beyond happy to pay for new content. I do not want to be paying for the content that I've already purchased in the previous game, right? So, and I think they recognize that, and I think that they did show with Planet Coaster 2 that they, will not push that too much. Obviously, they had a bit of a blunder with their DLC released in that first month when the game was sort of in its state of what it was, but yeah, they gave us a lot of stuff for free. They gave us all the theming pieces, all the old animatronics, the restaurants, the hotels, all the things that we had spent years building up in Planet Coaster. They are now in the game, basically, Planet Coaster 2. And it's been just a little over a year since that game was released. So yeah, I'm hopeful for Planet Zoo 2 that we will get to a place where it will be everything that we want. Because as much as we love Planet Zoo, I think we can maybe recognize that it is not perfect and that it has the capability to be so much better, but I think not as it is right now, if that makes sense. Like, the developers can make a better game than this, but I don't think they can make the game. I don't think they can make Planet Zoo better to what we want. And I think that's why they're moving to Planet Zoo 2 so quickly. Even though Planet Zoo has such a strong player base, even still. Yeah, that feels like the reason. It feels like there's things that the developers like really, really want to do in their zoo games that they were not able to do. Like the birds, like the true aviation and some like more true underwater mechanics. They did a good job, but that was like a whole thing that they had to add separately, all the diving um, code and whatnot. Like, I think using the framework that they built with Planet Coaster 2, they will be able to do everything that we want them to. And so, I don't have time now in this episode because my episodes are shorter now. Next episode, I'm going to talk about what I would want in Planet Zoo 2 specifically. And I'll give you a quick rundown, but it has to do a lot with like conservation, like true conservation programs. Because I've mentioned this in a previous episode. And I feel like this is a hot take in the zoo community, maybe. I don't actually care about the animals. As in, I don't care about the skins of the animals. Like, I am happy with basically any animal. I like making habitats, I like building, and I like doing it for animals, and I like watching the animals. This is not to say that I don't like the animal aspect of Planet Zoo. What I mean to say is that I literally could care less what animals are in the game and which ones are not. Are there some that I feel are necessary? Yes. Are there some that I personally would like to see? Also, yes. The reasons that I want to see those animals, though, are not because I want to look at them in the game. It's because I like recreating zoos and things, and I feel like there's some animals missing that are really common, like bald eagles, but that's like a aviation thing, so that's like a separate issue. Not having the eagles. Really, I would say like one time, and I probably even talked about this in the episode that I built the palace cat habitat. Seeing the palace cats announced is basically the only time in the history of the Planet Zoo franchise that I have been legitimately excited about one of the animals being released. Otherwise, I have the same reaction to every single animal announcement that has ever happened. I look at the animal list and I'm like, wow, cool. And that's it. I don't feel anything else about it. I'm excited for new animals. I'm excited when they're kind of different, like the Przewalski horses. That was cool. I also like... Was there another animal that was like kind of different that I thought was neat because it was just gonna be cool to build habitats for it? You know, like some of the animals, like some of the brigading animals. They're just cool to build habitats for. That's why I like them. I really could not care less if it's this kind of lemur or that kind of lemur, or this primate or that primate, or this big cat versus this other big cat. Like, it does not make a difference to me. So, I'm excited for all the animals that they decide to put in Planet Zoo 2. I'm sure that I will be happy with them personally. I'm sure that I will find plenty of animals to build for and put in my zoos. Honestly, like, it's not a concern to me. What I really want more so is like other features, because I feel like they have, you know, the animal skins and code and their little animations and stuff, like they've got all that down. Hopefully, I imagine at least that some of that transfers over, or at least like in some way, even if they have to redo the code from scratch, like they know what they're working towards, and so in that way it's maybe easier, if only for that they have a previous model to work from to kind of mimic. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that they carry through all the things that they've excelled at, and they then improve on the things that the community really wants. And so in the next episode, I will talk all about what I would like specifically. But for now, this episode is basically over. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. I post new videos for Planet Zoo every Tuesday and Saturday. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye!